Hey guys, welcome back to the Canuck Corner channel, and today we're winterizing the bike. So, just a couple tips for if you guys are winterizing your Goldwings or any other bike in general, really. Just a few things you want to do for storage wise. Make the bike easy to start up in the spring, give it the best chance of surviving the winter. So number one is if you have carburetors, either drain the carburetors or run the bike till it basically stalls out. So you can turn the petcock to an off, start the bike, and just run it till it runs out of gas. Try and start it. Once it stops, carbs are pretty much drained. So that's one way of doing it. Either that, or usually there's a screw underneath on each bowl, and you can drain those out and try and get a little catch pan and drain each bowl individually that way. So I always use battery tender on my bike and my car when I put it away in the winter. So very simple, red to positive, black to negative, plug it into the wall, walk away. You can leave it right in the bike or you can pull it out, it's up to you. Stable. So fuel stabilizer in the bike. So there's directions on it, how much to add for how many liter. If you don't know the liter of your bike, number one, check your owner's manual. Number two, when you're at the pump filling up and your bike's low, look at how many liters you pumped into the tank. There's a good way of figuring out roughly how much the bike holds, and you put in the correct amount of stable depending on how many liters the bike has. Mothballs, keep the mice out. So I mothball everything, all in around the engine. Mice love to chew wires, pull your fuse box, anything that they can chew. Just mothball the whole bike and keep the mice away from it. So the next step is to get the weight off the wheels. So if you have a center stand like the Goldwing does, do that. You lift up your back wheel and then try and jack up the front. So I just have a cement block, a piece of wood, and that's underneath the main frame here. And you just want to get the majority of the weight off the front tire, or if not, just pick it up a little bit, and that'll help keep flat spots out of the tire and just prolong the life of it. It'll also help with your steering head bearings, because if you have a flat spot and the tire is bouncing in the spring, you're going to damage your steering head bearings. So, quick little tip, saves your tire, saves all your suspension and everything, and just takes a couple seconds to jack it up. After that, just a good old bike cover. This one I got off Wish, actually. It was like 20 bucks, and it's like an extra large. Obviously, for the size of the bike, you need a big cover. But that, it fits over real nice. I say real cheap, keep the dust off, keep it looking pretty. When you're storing any kind of vehicle, car, anything for an extended period of time, it's very good to actually spray fogging oil down into the cylinders. And basically what that does is it lubricates all the sidewall and the head of the piston while it's sitting, so it doesn't rust. It's basically like, when you buy a brake rotor and it's oiled, it just prevents that from rusting. So it's the same thing. You spray a little bit of this in, you can get it at your local auto parts store. Just take out your spark plugs, spray a little bit in, just quick, there it is. Put your spark plug back in, and that'll prevent your cylinder walls and pistons from rusting. I think that's pretty much it for any of my tips for storing anything. So say most of this stuff you can get at an auto parts store, battery tender, fuel stabilizer, mothballs. Mice also don't like downy sheets, apparently. That's a good one. I think just anything like very scenty they don't like, but I always use mothballs. Stick them all in my car too. Engine bay, interior, trunk, those little ports on the back of your rocker panels. Mice love to build nests in there, so like stick a mothball just in the back of your rocker panel. keep them out of there. I have had a mouse build a nest in a rocker panel before. I had to like fish it out with a coat hook. It's terrible. So now I always just put a little mothball in, keeps them out, no issues. And as I say, you can get a cheap bike cover, like Wish, Amazon, Canadian Tire has them too, to help keep the dust off your bike. And the fogging oil. If you want to pull your battery, that's good. Other than that, yeah, make sure the weight's off the tires. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. I know it wasn't really much, but there's a lot of stuff in the garage right now, so space is very limited, so I couldn't really show much. But I hope you like these tips. And I want to thank everybody that's subscribed so far. I'm at 150 now, and that's actually pretty cool. I know a lot of folks have liked the video I did on the carburetors. They enjoyed that. If you want to see anything else on the bike, drop a comment. I'll try and do it next spring when I pull the bike out and I'm doing maintenance. Or if you want to see anything else, like on the cars, brake jobs, oil changes, anything like that, just drop a comment, let me know. I can try and make a video in the near future, hopefully. Thanks guys, we'll see you on the road.